Alright guys, here's a review on the Leatherman Squirt P4. As you can see here, I picked mine up from Newgram. Hopefully you can see the price there. It's $30.58 from Newgram Knives, which is simply newgram.com. Bought this, I want to say about a month ago, maybe a little bit less. I've had a lot of different Leatherman multi-tools before, and I want another smaller one. A lot of times I use my Leatherman Wave, which is a full-size multi-tool, for different tasks I need. I do keep it in a bag close by wherever I am. But I'm actually going to show you another multi-tool from Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Micra. Now I've used the Micra on and off, both in EDC as well as just having it around the house, it's pretty similar in size, but the main tool here is a spring-loaded scissors. Okay, and although scissors are extremely useful, I found that I have more of a need for pliers. However, I don't want to always carry around my big Leatherman Wave. There's a lot of great multi-tools out there, but this is the first good multi-tool that's small and has those needle nose pliers, okay, as well as regular size pliers, right here. But I do find that I use these small pliers just as much as I use on my Wave. And even though the Wave is a lot larger tool, I can get away with the majority of my tasks with these smaller ones. So this has actually been a pretty great tool for me so far. Of course, I'll go through the other tools in just a moment here. But the main function, or main tool on this, is kind of spring-loaded. You see there, you let go, it opens up. Which is good, because when you're using this one hand and you let go, it will open back up so you can maybe re-grip whatever you're trying to pinch with that. Other multi-tools, like my full-size Wave, is not spring-loaded, so when I grip down on something, I have to actually just kind of pry the handles back apart in order to re-grip it. So I do like the spring-loaded feature on this. Again, this is the P4 Squirt. There's two other Squirt models. One is the S4. Only difference on this and the S4 is that the main tool is scissors, and the E4, which is the electrician's tool, or electrician's version of it, and instead of pliers it has a multitude of different wire strippers. Also, the S4 and E4 also both come with a pair of tweezers, whereas the P4 does not. This one happens to be gray. Now they have a different name for that, but I'm just calling it as I see it, which is just gray. Kind of a flat, matte, gunmetal gray. This also is available in red as well as pink or blue. I'm not sure about the S4 and E4, but as far as this P4, you got gray, red, pink, and blue. So a couple different color options there. Alright, so here, let's go over some of the tools. Now, when this is open, you have the main tool. However, you can use the small tools when it's closed, which is convenient. They're on the outside of the handle. Okay, so right when you pull this out of your pocket or when it's on your keys, you have access to all those smaller tools. And let's go through them. Let's see, first thing here is your blade. I have a small clip point blade here. And let me just grab a ruler real quick and measure that for you. Alright. Your clip point blade looks to be exactly 1.5 inches of cutting surface. Now this is a 420 high carbon steel, which is definitely on the soft side, but it is easy to sharpen. That is the benefit of all the cheaper, softer steels. Is that, and by the way, this does come nice and sharp, but you can touch it up very easily. It's non-locking, so of course you just want to take it a little bit easy when you're using it. I do like how they put the blade on the outside here. A lot of multi-tools, you'll see the blade is actually on this side where the cutting edge is downward. So it's kind of awkward because your blade's over here, and if you try to cut something, especially on a table, it's too far away and you have too much handle in the way. Good job Leatherman being conscious of the fact that this blade should be even with the edge of the handle, so it's easier to cut with. So that was a smart move in where they placed the blade. So you have your main blade. Of course, it is plain edge, low clip point design, very useful. On the same side as the blade, you have a awl or leather punch, which comes kind of dull. If you were going to use this specific tool, I would probably get a bench stone or something and just touch that up, just sharpen it just so you have a little bit of a finer edge on there. It doesn't have to be super sharp, but it does come pretty rounded here. But that could be also a very effective tool. Now on the other side, the last tool here is a small flathead screwdriver. Now, of course, even though it's meant for flathead screws, you can use. I've used this tool for a bunch of things already. Everything from just cleaning my nails in a pinch if I'm on the road and I don't have a nail clipper or anything like that, as well as just using it almost like a metal pick to kind of just get at small things. I had a piece of electronics, and the back where it covers the battery pack on it, it was actually stuck closed. So I kind of use this as a real tiny, delicate pry bar, and it popped it off real easily. So of course you can be imaginative with the tools here. So that's the one side here. You have your awl, your main blade, and then the small flathead screwdriver. The opposite side here, your larger tool, is a combination metal or wood file, which is very effective. It does work. I will say though that the larger or longer files on the full-size multi-tools much more effective because you can get longer strokes. Like let's say if I was filing a piece of wood or something, you have to do a lot of real short strokes with this. So obviously when you have longer plane, you have it's easier to get longer strokes. But just minor nitpicking on that. It is effective. You can use this. It just might take longer than if it was a larger file. And on the other two tools on this side is this is the small flathead screwdriver, or you can use this for a Phillips head screw. Okay, it just has a very small flat edge on this. And actually, I should really grab my jeweler's loop to get in nice and close to show you this. So you just bear with me a second here. I'll do that. These are pretty small tools. So there's your your small flathead, or again, you can use that as a Phillips head. Okay. And then the last tool on here is the combination large flathead and bottle opener. And now you see a lot of different tools with the bottle opener. Honestly, I don't use a bottle opener very often at all. I would say probably there's more foreign guys or people outside the U.S., foreign to me anyway, who use these because maybe their local beers and stuff like that, or maybe even soft drinks come with a pop top where you do need a bottle opener to actually open it. So far, pretty much all the products that I use have either a screw top or it's a can. I don't really need a bottle opener so much as maybe someone else does, but it's always nice to have it on there. I mean, why not? So those are all the tools. Now this actual size here, closed, let's measure this for you. It is quite small. Looks to be about 2.25 inches long. And I'll give you a little measurement here. Opened up. I'll measure the one side here. All opened up, it's just under 4 inches, about 3 3/4 or so. So it is a very small tool. I mean, you can see it in my hand here. So that makes it, of course, very convenient to carry it in your pocket. It's very lightweight. It's only 2 ounces. For my overseas guys, that's 57 grams. As far as measurements, let's see, let me measure this again for you. Closed, it's 2.25 inches, so give me a second. 2.25 inches would be a little over 5 centimeters, I guess 5 3/4 centimeter, or 5.75 centimeters long. Again, trying to help out my overseas guys. I know it's kind of frustrating hearing measurements in a different system that you use. So basically, for the American viewers, it's 2.25 inches long, and for my foreign viewers, that's I think it's 5 3/4 centimeters. Okay, and again, for weight, 2 ounces is about 57 grams or so. Maybe 56. No, I think it's 56 or 57 grams. So anyway, just trying to be helpful to everyone. You also have a little lanyard attachment here. This does swivel depending on where you want it, whether it's on the side or the outside. And this does come with a little split ring here, so you can attach this to your keys or whatnot. As I mentioned before, I did carry the Micra for a long time on my keys. I found it to be actually a pretty good size. It was not bulky at all. It wasn't overly heavy or anything like that. You will notice that the P4 Squirt is slightly smaller than the Micra on the right. However, it's a little bit chunkier, a little bit fatter, as you see there. So they're very similar in size, though. So again, as you saw here, from New Graham Knives, it was a little over 30 bucks. Not bad at all. Of course, you shop around, prices are going to be a little bit different. But it is an excellent little tool, and I do have a lot of different uses for it. And again, I really like that that small spring-loaded pliers. And they're pretty small for a needle nose. I mean, compared to my finger, you see here, you can get in some, hold some pretty small stuff with that. And of course, it has the wire snips on the bottom there, or wire cutter rather. So got a lot of little tools in here, and it is very helpful. I do like this quite a bit. I do want to get some other Leathermans. I definitely want to get a Juice. I definitely want to try the Charge TTI. That's been my my personal favorite large multi-tool. But this definitely fits a perfect little niche for me. A small needle nose pliers and some other useful tools as well. So I'm pretty sure you guys will like this, the Squirt P4. Again, if any of you have a need for a smaller multi-tool, you can throw in your pocket and forget about, and very useful tool. It's awesome. I picked the gray because it was the only color they had in stock at the time, but I do like it. I think I would have chose that already. Red and blue, pink, they're real cool, vibrant colors, but for my tools, I kind of like the subdued colors, blacks, white, gray, stuff like that. But there it is, the Leatherman P4 Squirt. Very cool multi-tool. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Take care.